There are a few things that I need NCOs, I'm looking at that team chief, to be able to do to set yourself up for success. Coming up. Hey, welcome to the channel, friends. As always, man, I'm stoked to see you. So we're going to be talking about some basic things that the non-commissioned officer can put in their kit bag to help make sure that their success and that their story gets told the way that it needs to. Man, why can't you do this? Hey, right, and so the first thing that we're going to talk about is controlling your narrative. That's the number one thing I think that we all need to do, really. Control the narrative. You know, too many times other people are the ones who are telling our story, but we need to make sure that we are telling our story and that the soldiers who are in our charge are the ones who are telling our story. You see, the way I look at it for us as NCOs is that there are two distinct groups of people that we need to make sure that are set up for success. So they're the best in our organization, whether it's the best in the platoon, the best in the company, the best in the battalion, etc. And the first one is our boss. So if I have, as a first sergeant, if I have the best company commander in my battalion, I'm doing okay. If everybody knows and thinks that my company commander is the best company commander, I don't care what they think about me, but as long as they think that my company commander is the best, then I'm doing well. Conversely, I need to ensure that other people think that my platoon sergeants and my platoon leaders, but really my platoon sergeants, if people look at them with respect, if my other first sergeants up and down the hall look at my platoon sergeants with respect, when they hear their names and their task, they know that they're tasked to run a range, and they know it's going to be run successfully, then I know that I'm doing well. So the one down and the one up, I need to have them be set up for success, right? And when I do that, I help control my narrative because they're the ones who are out running and gunning, right? It's the commander's name on everything that we do, and it's my platoon sergeants who are out there, and all my section sergeants, man, they are out there and they're grinding, making sure that they're taking care of their business. And if they're out there doing that, then they're telling the story for me. I'm controlling my narrative for who I am as a first sergeant. It's going to be the same thing as a young E5. If you have the best soldiers on the team, and they're the ones who are telling your story, right? Because they're the ones that I'm getting on, they're the ones that commanders are getting on, whether it's a company or battalion, and we're all looking directly at your soldiers. So you need to make sure that they're telling your story, and it's not you as an individual, it's you as an organization. They're telling your story. And when we do that, man, things go so much better. When we control the things that are in our control, and regardless of what's going on in the world, because there's always something out there that we can cast blame on and says, I don't have any authority right now because of this or because of that. But there's so much in our authority. If we can control that, then something magical can happen. And soldiers who are in your charge, that they can enjoy coming to work. So do that. I think you can do that by building and using a leader's book. Too many times, I think too many NCOs don't have a leader's book, or when they do have one, it's because it's what their first sergeant gave them. Say, hey, here's your leader's book, use this. And, that happens. I've done that to people in the time because NCOs, you need a system. And that's really what that leader's book should be. It should be a system. And I don't care if it's a physical leader's book. I don't care if it's a digital leader's book. You need something to manage your story, right? You need something to help plot the course because you need to know where you are and you need to know where you're going. So you need some kind of a system. And you need to use it. And if you develop it, you're going to use it, right? And that's the beauty of this. So, as a first sergeant, when I want systems created, I can create a system all day long. And those who are in my charge, they're going to execute it. But what happens if they create What happens if they create it? What happens if my platoon sergeants and my section sergeants, they create systems and then they use it? That's what we're talking about. That's what leaders' books are, right? They're just a system. If it's static, if it's collecting dust, it's not a leader's book, man. You need to have something, you need to use it. I hope you enjoyed the content of this video for non-commissioned officers. If you did and you want to stay up to date on some future content and stay stoked, man, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell, and you'll be on your way. Man, and we will keep this conversation rolling. If you do have any questions, comments, or concerns, man, leave them down in the comment section. I promise you, I will respond back to you, man, and we will keep this ball rolling, because that's what it's all about. It's all about improving our fighting hole and our position, and you can't do that if you're just having a conversation with yourself. So whatever you leave down there, man, I'm going to get back to you. A lot of subscribers are probably going to get back to you as well. So I appreciate you all out there, man. You have a great freaking day. Until then, we'll see you.